Warning, this content may be disturbing to some audiences. Subscribe, if you dare. Don't know what happened with the teacher, but the headmaster eventually committed suicide. Hey everybody, welcome to ANECDOSED. People ask Reddit. Students of Reddit, what was your school's big scandal? Number 1. My high school did a block lunch where everyone ate lunch at the same time instead of separating them into ABC lunches. Because our cafeteria couldn't fit the entire student body, it was normal for kids to be eating in the hallway, on the floor, or at tables all throughout the school. One day during lunch, unbeknownst to the staff and student body, our AP decided to hold a lockdown drill. He got on the intercom and told everyone there was an active shooter in the cafeteria in order to see how kids would react had it been a real shooting. Turned into pure anarchy. Kids calling 911, running out of school and not returning to class after the drill was over, kids having anxiety attacks while hiding in classrooms, dying calls from students to parents. It was pretty bad. Should I mention how this was several days after the Parkland shooting? Number 2. It was in 2007, but my high school had a string of bomb threats. There was a bathroom where no cameras could see who went in or out, and someone wrote in Sharpie across one of the stall doors, "There's a bomb in the school with that day's date." The school was evacuated, and we all went home. For the next few months, there was a bomb threat seemingly every Friday. We'd be in the middle of the first or second period, then we'd all go home. After we missed enough days, we all had to come in on several Saturdays, and the bomb threat stopped. Number 3. At my school, a kid getting off the hockey bus after school hours forgot his backpack by the curb and went home. There was a basketball game going on in the gym and somebody walking around reported a suspicious bag in front of the school. Bomb squad got called, because of a string of recent bomb threats at the school, and they detected electronics inside the bag, his calculator. They decided the best course of action was an immediate controlled detonation. Without warning anybody in the gym first. People screamed and hit the deck when it went off thinking the school was getting bombed. The scorch mark was on the curb for weeks. Number 4. This actually came out during my last semester there, but it had been happening for years. One of the English teachers had been having sex with a few select students every year. Most were football players. It got really weird. When I had her class, it wouldn't be out of place if a student from another class asked to go to the bathroom and just went to her room to see her. One day some kid brought her a drink from McDonald's because he was late to school and got breakfast. It only came out because there was this one girl who was in an argument with her for some reason and said something along the lines of, "That's why you F your students." And the whole incident got brought up to the office and they interviewed everyone. Found out she'd had sex with multiple students for the past few years. I've been getting a lot of comments asking if this was an underscore. All I'll say is that it was in Georgia. Number 5. Oh, I forgot all about the student crime. In middle school, a kid broke in one night to the building with the library. He piled up a bunch of books and set them on fire. Plus he stole some stuff. One of the things he stole was a t-shirt from a fundraiser display. He got busted because he wore the shirt, a shirt no one else would have. Number 6. Yeah, it's wholesome until a case like one in a certain technical vocational school, a high school meant for people to directly learn a job and not intending to go to university. Strona sola maribor, it was not my school, just to be clear, 5 years ago, where the headmaster and math teacher had sex in one of the offices and a group of students heard them and secretly filmed them. The video leaked, all Slovenian media and even some foreign newspapers/sites picked it up and made a massive nasty mess out of it. You could find it in the news for quite a time. Some defended the adulterous couple, right to privacy, blame is mostly on the students, some attacked them, inappropriate for a professional relationship, even more to do it in a school, both kinda true. The situation was dissected from all possible angles by legal experts. There were debates held about it on the national TV. Some trashier newspapers even published pictures. Don't know what happened with the teacher, but the headmaster eventually committed suicide. Number 7. Girl attempted suicide in the girls' bathroom. Guy got caught having sex with a teammate in the locker room after practice. 3 girls caught snorting cocaine in the bathroom. Someone was boinking a teacher, but we never found out who. Teacher resigned. Someone put red hots in the hand dryer in the boys' bathroom and it caught fire. 4 years of school, 3 fire alarm pulls. Growing up in a 3K population town in the middle of effing nowhere was crazy as hell sometimes. These events were over my 4 years of high school. By the way, 3 fire alarms due to actual fires. Sorry for not clarifying. Number 8. A woman with severe medical issues, both physical and mental deficiencies, snuck away from her group home and hid in the broom closet of our cafeteria for 2 days. She ate all of our garlic bread, took someone's jacket, and walked out 36 hours later. This was in 2007, we didn't have cameras or anything and no one saw her go in or out. They only knew she was there because the jacket had the name of the high school, and when she was found she straight up told the police she had been hiding in there for 2 days. The group home said she had been missing for roughly a day and a half. Parents were upset obviously, but nothing changed until last year when the school shut down due to low attendance admission enrollment. Number 9. My sophomore year of high school, the gym teacher's brother gets hired as the computer teacher. Nice guy, was personable, not as much as his brother but still. 2/3 through the year he just vanishes and most of the teachers don't want to talk about it. Eventually it gets out that when he was in college, the computer teacher got into a bar room brawl. During the brawl he took a pool ball, put it inside of a sock, swung it and smashed a guy in the head with it. The guy who got hit had permanent brain damage. The school found out midway through the year and that is why they let him go. Number 10. In my senior year, one of the popular football players was killed while he was driving drunk. It was obviously big news on campus, and just a few days after, the school had this giant memorial on our football field dedicated to talking about how great of a guy he was and how he'll be dearly missed. He also got like 5 consecutive pages in our yearbook dedicated to him. But not long before his death, a less popular band student had committed suicide and his death didn't receive nearly as much coverage. He didn't get a giant memorial and he didn't get mentioned in our yearbook. One girl made this giant rant about this double standard on Facebook and it went viral around our campus. Our school was split. Some people praised her for pointing it out, others were pissed and said that what she did was inappropriate. Even one of my English teachers defended the football player. She said that his death was a tragic accident whereas the band student chose to die and that there's a big difference. This girl went on to leave the school because she was getting death threats from friends of the football player and our entire campus was completely divided over this whole incident. Number 11. Our female PE teacher in 6th grade was caught touching the girls. Then, a male high school PE teacher and wrestling coach got busted for porn and touching kids, and set himself on fire in his home. I was in the showers are no longer mandatory and please wear swim trunks in the pool generation. Even as a kid I could tell something was wrong with both of them, and now looking back, I wonder how many social cues I missed. Like if I was an unaware daydreaming kid and still felt weirded out, what would have registered as an adult? Or one of the kids' parents? Even hearing stories about the female PE teacher always had me thinking other adults don't do these things, why does she? Nobody who would ever harm a kid would walk into a private room full of naked kids, right? Jesus F. And not just that, 2 scout leaders, 2 priests, 2 doctors and a cop, and however many clergy the church was covering up for. And for such a small town. All of us were so close together and everyone around us were effing monsters. I'm pretty sure my high school English teacher had serious relationships with at least 5 girls from junior to senior year. And that's just who I knew. I can't imagine however many others I never heard about. Like, locked door lunches, type deal. Number 12. Teacher and student were arguing about something. Student got in the teacher's face. Teacher yelled at him to get out. Student said no. Teacher spat in the student's face. Student pushed him against the blackboard. This class was hella annoying though. There are so many videos about them harassing the teacher. One guy rolled a cig in class next to the teacher. I think he was expelled and multiple students as well. Number 13. I'm out of school now, but in high school it was discovered that a student had attempted to print the statistics exam to study before the test. This was found out in the morning when the teachers went into the math office, put more paper in the printer and out came the exam that the stats teacher did not print. Now, cheating at my high school was punishable by expulsion, so the teachers all flipped out. This was fall exam, so we had a whole year of school assemblies where we all got talked to. I was a sophomore at the time and only seniors took stats, but they were basically trying to get anyone who knew something to talk. No one ever said a word. No one guy got in trouble. Nothing. We even talked about it after the seniors graduated and no one knew anything. So either someone is amazing at keeping secrets or the stats teach printed it by accident and didn't realize and found in the morning because the printer ran out of paper. Number 14. So on the day ahead of a huge event that was going to happen in the auditorium of our school, someone pissed on the audio equipment in the auditorium of our school and it ended up not working anymore. The principal announced that anyone who was a witness, and who could tell them who the culprit is, would receive 500 euros from the school. Turns out it was someone from our neighboring class, and probably 8 to 10 guys from that class went into the principal's office to rat him out and receive the money. Just that the majority of them who went there were just claiming to have witnessed it to receive money as well. The guy got expelled from school and had to pay for new audio equipment, which was probably at least around 3,000–4,000 euros. Though Ike whether everyone who ratted him out ended up receiving the 500 euros or not. Number 15. 3 popular students from my high school were drinking and driving and speeding around town. Eventually they drove into a tree doing 120 kilometers per hour and they all died on impact. 3 pages in the yearbook, an assembly, counseling, memorial, and a day off from school for 3 guys who endangered the lives of others. About 6 months later, a student got hit by a car speeding through the school zone while he was crossing the street. This kid wasn't popular by any means, mostly kept to themselves, but he was a nice guy and was really into music and computers. Not a single mention in the yearbook, no announcement, no assembly, no counseling for the people that knew him, no memorial, nothing. It became very apparent the popularity contest among teachers and the favoritism they showed the more popular students. The principal actually had to step down the year after I graduated due to her personal interests conflicting with her professional responsibilities. Number 16. This happened in the early 90s before the internet. There was a student teacher, an education major from university, doing her practicum in the classroom, in her early 20s, that some of the seniors ran into at the bar one night. Drinking age is 18 where I live. Lots of drinking happened. She went back to a party afterward and got photographed having a threesome with 2 of the students. Photocopies of the Polaroid flooded the school. She was gone pretty much immediately. The administration swept it all under the rug, and anyone caught with a copy of the Polaroid was threatened with expulsion. Number 17. Which one? 1. Teacher arrested for stealing money using an ATM card he stole. 2. 2 teachers, married to other people, having a long-term affair. 3. Teacher having 2-year sexual relationship with a student. She turns 18 and graduates, he quits, divorces his wife and marries her. 4. The chem teacher nearly blows up the school. Twice. 5. Health teacher/baseball coach comes to work, drinks a glass full of Jack Daniels and sleeps for 2 hours daily. 6. Freshman girl caught getting spit roasted in the weight room. 7. Band teacher has all male students, no girls, sleep at his house after each out-of-town competition. Surprise! He's molesting them. 8. Bipolar teacher goes off her meds and goes crazy at school, curses out class, attacks principal and cops haul her away. Make sure to share your personal story in the comments below and have the opportunity to be featured in a future video. Also, if you like these topics, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button to continue seeing more content like this every day. See you next time.